Okay, my camera cut off. I am so sorry. Let me try to get this in before it cut off again. Okay, let's see, where was I? She was gambling too much, some kind of way, with dealing with these people, this group of people, or whoever it is, her man and a group of people, or whatever this is, right? Okay, because whoever they were, they wasn't the people God wanted her to be involved with, especially business-wise. Okay, she needed to be checked. Follow me? But this man could have been gambling, actual gambling or whatever, where he needed to be checked. So we got to take it. However, she pinpointed it, some kind of problem, and she complained about it, right? Because it says right here, she is going to go full force as far as growing her business, right? But also this man of hers might wanted to go full force and grow some business he had planned out. But it ain't go like he planned because she went against right here. Follow me? So he was submissive. Try to be submissive to her, controlling, submissive, thinking he know everything. Or we dealing with a white person or a person not her race. One or the other, or it's just her man, like I said, but he got all these different traits you heard me just say. She is on the battlefield. Right? So we have jobs right here. So God want her to go home right here. And maybe she was dealing with jobs some kind of way, talking to people about jobs or anything as far as jobs. Or maybe the man she had, maybe he had problem with jobs or anything like that. But God wanted her to go home right here. This is to look on a computer card, looking for work, anything like that. So it says right here that she had to be okay with her looks and know she was beautiful. So I don't know if somebody said something about her looks, right? She couldn't control the outcome. Follow me? The sounds of somebody, the sounds of her weighed somebody down, right? Because she the one that's missing, so I got to take it her way. So I don't know her because she complained right here. She had deep feelings inside, dealing with something judicious. I see a spirit card in here. Okay, let's flow. It says right here, something come from her childhood, Miss Watt's childhood. She had to stop running from things right here. Don't run from it. So we have right here, should she forgive should she forgive this person for the God mission? The God mission for her is healing work. God wants her to do healing work and help the world. Follow me? Should she forgive this man of hers? Because that's all we know is this man of hers, right? It's nobody's affair but her person, the man of hers, and herself have consideration for something he did wrong. I don't know what he did, though. He did something wrong, whatever's going on here. Right? I think he was gay though in the other one, but I don't know if that's what God's talking about right here. He did something. He did something. Let's flow. Okay, here we are. Oh my goodness. He need to apologize. You need to apologize, sir. You need to apologize, mister. You or somebody you know. You need to apologize, sir. You felt restricted. It's not her card. This is never the victim's card. This is the person who did whatever to the person. You need to apologize, sir. It said you felt restricted and you had no way out. So what in the heck did you do with Miss Watts? Okay. She had to know that her words had power. And don't be led by this man of hers. Because she's a people pleaser, it says right here. Here the spirit card again is coming back, so I got to say it. Your loved one is here in spirit. Don't hold yourself hostage to a death. It's saying that Miss Watts is no longer here. Now, we will see for sure. Hopefully, none of this that this not really what it looks like. But I believe everything that's on the table. That's how I do with anything God put on the table. I don't second guess nothing God put on the table because God know all. But I really would want for it not to be true. That's all I could say as far as these dying cards anyway. But only way we will know is this man. Look at this card. We get the truth out of a story from this man of hers. otherwise. You gotta get the truth out of this man of hers, because he's the number one player. He's the person who know he's the key. So we have right here that she rose to the occasion given to her. No longer will she be filtered. So some kind of way maybe she was there was fussing, I feel, with this, because he said, come on, let's get to the melting pot. So some kind of way I feel he wanted her to get in some kind of deal with this card over here. This one here. These the wrong people for her to get in any kind of money deal with. But she backed out. She ain't want it. And that's where the problem is, I think. He might have ran his mouth to somebody about her and had his mind set on her money, or whatever he had set. And then when he took her where she took her at, and she found out whatever this is, she didn't want them parts of that right here with this card. This is where somebody wants you to do something to make you disrespect yourself. Because remember, these is devilish people. Look. Sinful people. Bunch of negative, whatever stuff going on with these people. I don't know what kind of stuff. Oh, look at this card. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. It says right here, somebody confused her for a prostitute. Confused her for a prostitute. So we can take that a whole nother way. I take the cards two ways. Somebody confused her as being they can give her something to make her give in. So it don't have to be romantically give in, but make her do what they want. So somebody feel like, well, I give her something. Maybe I can get her to change her mind and do this money deal that I want to do. And it don't have nothing to do with romance. So we can turn the card a whole nother way. Instead of the prostitute part, we can make it where somebody try to give you something to convince you to do whatever they want you to do. Well, let me buy her a dress, and maybe she'll go out with me. Get what I'm saying? It don't have to be romantic. I can turn the card another way. Unless it was anything like that, where somebody confused her for a prostitute because she went with this man somewhere, and no telling what he might have said to people. We don't know unless we can get him to talk. He needs to talk. Man has to talk. He don't need to be closed mouth now. He wasn't closed mouth when he wanted her to come down there. Don't keep your mouth shut now, sir. And it's your woman. You should be having your feet sore looking for your woman. When my baby was out, when my baby was young, my baby got out, my child got out. I didn't know she could open the door. That lets you know children can get those doors open. I walked around the neighborhood bare feet. I ain't stopped to find shoes. I walked in my house dressed. No bra on, no shoes on. I look like a floozy because remember, I'm in my sundress, my house dress, hanging up my clothes out back. So I ain't nothing about I had to go outside for anything. I ain't had time to be fixing hair, finding shoes, finding my door key. My door was left unlocked. My thing was going looking for my baby. I walked all over the place. I walked as much as I could walk. And I wasn't coming back in until I felt like I was having total faith, because I just got saved. So I was focusing on God. God gonna give me my baby back. And I got my baby back. My cousin gave me my baby back because my baby went to the market around the corner where we was on our way to. And my cousin, God had my cousin right there at the stall I go to. And my baby was running past, and my cousin grabbed her by the collar and said, "What you doing here?" Get what I'm saying? So it's like God will put people in place to help you. You don't know it. You tell me God is good. I know how God is. God is good. God will help you and place people in certain places to help you and make things work for you. But what I'm saying all that to say is I was outside with no shoes on, stepping on glass and everything else, hunting for my baby. Nobody could stop me from looking for my baby. I ain't caring about what I look like to those men looking at me. I didn't care what I look like. My mission was to find my baby. And I'm saying this to say about whoever this man of hers is, his feet, he should be up and down the streets looking for his woman if he don't know where she is. If he comfortable with just sitting home, not looking for her, that tells you something. That tells you a lot. If he comfortable with not communicating with the family, to help search for her, that tells you something. This man is the key, period. Just like we put our door key in the door to get in our house, he is the key. Now let me get off of him because I don't want to get upset thinking about that man. One thing I hate that I had to hear about is a sorry man. When you have a woman who have a sorry man, a man who not worth having. Sometimes we wind up picking men and they just don't be the right ones. Good women have the wrong kind of men, and sometimes good men have the wrong kind of women. Okay, I had to vent a little bit. I ain't gonna apologize for that because I say what I mean and I don't take back nothing that I say because I mean what I'm saying. That's what I feel right now because I don't know what's going on with this man. He's supposed to have protected her all the way around. She came there to visit him. He's supposed to protected her with his own life. He's supposed to protected her. She came there to visit him. And he just sitting there acting like he don't care about where she at. That should tell everybody something. She knowing all money is green. She's going to look this man in the eye, or whoever it is, his business partner, or whoever this is that this man caught there that popped up on her and him. Eye to eye contact, no biting her tongue. Knowing all money is green because some kind of money deal. This card go with that too. When you're talking about money, trying to make money, but whatever it was, she didn't want it. Right here, she ain't saying no. And we got to go with this card right here. We got to go with this card, the real meaning, right? So, I don't know what this man, I don't know what this man of hers told this other person. Let's just flow a little bit. Somebody was she was taking somebody for a joke. And somebody popped up on her on whatever day. It don't have to be a Wednesday. So some kind of way, when they went to whatever place she went with her man, to wherever this place he went at, hotel or whatever place they went to. They went somewhere. He took her somewhere that she wasn't familiar with. It wasn't his house. They went from there somewhere. Somebody popped up that said that they was coming evidently. God wanted her to not be a fool because she was an educated woman. I see the card. Here it is right here. She was educated. God didn't want her to be a fool because she was dealing with a jackal. And that was her man. Because it says right here that he wanted full range submission out of her, docile. Because he is using her for his lifeboat. I see it in my hand. That's why I'm saying it. I don't see a card of jail. Okay, she had to see it for what it is. He was energy seeking. Yeah, he was using her for his lifeboat. Some kind of way he was trying to get money out of her or trying. He was trying to get some kind of money out of her. Well, he did already. See, using her for his lifeboat. Trying to saddle her down to be your lifeboat, sir. Get your own money. So he chose to stick a fork in her. She chose to stick a fork in him to break up with him. To not get in this deal, not want no parts of this deal, get out of this deal, or whatever this was over here. Anything as far as money. But then over here, he chose to stick a fork in her. Because she chose to stick a fork in him. She wasn't going with whatever this is. She didn't want it. But we got the apology card. That's a big thing. The apology card don't come out just for the fun of it. The apology card is a big deal. The apology card means something happened to her. I'm telling you. Apology card is not because he fussed at her. The apology card is a big thing. It means he did something to her. And that's no joke. Where is the apology card? I'm going to show that apology card. Yeah, it's no joke. The apology card. He felt restricted. Get what the card's saying. He felt restricted. He had no way out. He had no way out. This is not her card. This is. He felt restricted that he had no way out. He need to apologize to the family. First to Miss Watts. Then to her family. He wanted full range submission out of her. He ain't had time for her to be saying no to anything. Because he had something planned out and he needed her to fall through. She was dealing with a jackal, but God told her, you educated Miss Watts, don't be a fool for this person. He felt he could give her something to get her to do whatever he wanted done. So forget this right here if this is not what he wanted, right? What he wanted her to do. If it was nothing like that, he still was on trying to exchange. Give her something for her to do something, for her to get in a money deal with him or whatever he wanted. Family wouldn't get the truth out of the story otherwise. Because she is a healer, like me. She's supposed to be healing, help to heal people in this world. But she had to leave destruction behind. This man was destruction. Him and his crew. I showed you that card. They're in a wonderland of the lost souls. Street, devilish, whatever you want to call it. Destruction. Here they go. That goes together. That go together. See both of them? And this go together for her side. This is her side. Respecting herself, not going with what they saying, and being a healer. Over here is the negative. This the devil's playground. Follow me. He owed her family an apology, this man. Because we don't have nobody else to point to. Only person I can point to is the one who was in her car. God said he owed an apology and he need to put it out there to Miss Watts first and then her family. Because I see a murder card. And my other storyline said actually 3 cards that stand for killing. And here's the murder coming out. Get what I'm saying? So, and it says she in spirit. So all that means she not alive. Like I said, we can hold out and wait and see what he say. So you can hold out and wait and see what he say. Right? But I believe everything God put on the table. God says she no longer here. I believe that because that's what God knows all. And the thing is, I just wish that I just wish she would have been able to see through this man. Sometimes we can't see through people and see what's going on with them. We think everybody is okay. But everybody's not okay. They get close enough. They'll stay around us for probably 2 and 3 years just to soak up all of our information, our money, our information, different things about us to get to know us good enough. And then they go in to do whatever they want to do. There's people like that out here. And this man is one of them. He had himself in something or he agreed to something and he expected her to go with it. And she didn't go with it. That's what it's looking like. So, I don't see the jail card or was it in my first one? God. He got to apologize. God sent for him to apologize. So if God told him to apologize, he's guilty. Get what I'm saying? God don't put the apology card out unless somebody's guilty. He guilty. Bottom line. I just, I'm trying to remember if I had the murder card was in the, I mean, not the murder card, the jail card was in the other one. I'm just not sure. The one that I did. Let me see how much time I have. Keep going out my camera. Let's just go. I know that talking in her surroundings, that card on the floor. Let me get my card. Let me just see. I might can get, wait a minute. Universe. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Lord. If we can have one more to tell us if this man going to be on letterhead, guilty as charged, getting into jail. We need to see something. Because I don't know if it was in the one I just did. I mean, the one I did the other day. We need to see that a warrant coming for him to get locked up, the actual prison card. We need to, I don't know if that was in the one I did already. I don't know. But I just wanted to finish this up. And I just finished this up. Eight of these, Lord, 8 of these, yeah. 8 of these and 5 of these. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn it off because my bags makes noise. See, it makes a lot of noise, so I'm gonna have to take the cards out. 8 and 5. Hold on. Hey, let me finish this up before my camera go out on me again. We got number 5 right here, and we have number 8 of the healing of the soul. So I'm gonna take it from the top. Okay, it says right here, tension was brewing. These are light green. This is her favorite color, green, but you barely can see this. Okay, tension is brewing, was brewing, and death was the last resort. Last resort. Because somebody, she is around a bureaucrat who was taking some kind of drugs or snorting. Okay? Somebody fought her that didn't look like her. Verbally, financially, emotionally, physically, or however financially. Okay, it says right here that she was not going to let her emotions stop her from going to another place. Okay? So usually when it's like this is a place that she might have agreed to go to. Follow me? Let's just flow. We have right here, it was a meeting place. See, we got this, we got a place back to back. We got a place back to back, right? Yeah, I'm wearing these clothes. So it's something about what she had on. So she had certain kind of clothes on where somebody was asking her what she wearing, the clothes she had on. So her clothes made a difference. I don't know what was going on this meeting place because some man did something by a certain time of the month, whatever he did, but he was unhealthy for her, universe said. She need to lead this man. She need to learn the lessons needed to be able to express her spirituality to this world, because this would be her, Miss Alisha, for her name here. These are examples. She wanted to get to the Milky Way. Follow me? Power to stay silent was no more. Some kind of way she was going to do some talking about, I guess, what she didn't like, what she did like, or whatever. I don't know. Let's just flow for a little bit. Okay, let's see over here. Okay, we have right here that she needed to be the God in herself. Be the God in you, Miss Alisha. Follow me? Take the reins and run with it. Okay, so the next one is, was she just holding on for life? So some kind of way, whatever was going on with her, she's holding on for life depending on what was going on with her, right? You'll have to be brave for the best outcome. She had to be dealing with this man of hers or whoever. Okay? Or she is holding on to life to some kind of business deal or something she might have had. It can go that way too. Let's flow. She wasn't going to allow the neglect of herself. Follow me? Follow me? So we have right here, somebody's mother wasn't emotionally available. If it's not her own mother, it's this man she dealing with, right? So we have right here that, see, that's another death card. When you lose a spouse, girlfriend, or boyfriend to death, you are free. And we talked about her and her man. I don't know what his name is. I refuse to call this man a boy. He's not a boy. He needed to heal himself by coming forward. Follow me. And talk. Because here we got more cards. Oh, thank you, God. Look, I told you I need to see something from God. He going to jail. So let's just flow right here. The loss of a loved one. This God, loss of a loved one, letting go is very hard. Follow me? And here it is. A warrant coming for his arrest. Gee, that's what I needed to see something. But I think that might have been in my other one. I'm not sure. But if it was or if it wasn't. Transport of some kind of drug. Follow me? Transport of drug here. Transport of drug. So a transport of drug. He might have took a drug. He might have gave her some kind of drugs. It might have been some passing of drugs. He might have wanted her to be able to be in some kind of deal with passing drugs. Follow me? Because remember, some kind of business deal or something maybe with that next place she went to and she didn't want no parts of, remember? So it could be something like that. So let's flow. Or a transfer of infection, romantic infection, or COVID, anything like that. So we can take the cards all kind of way. Instead of she wearing those clothes, so something kind of clothes she had on it made a difference. It stood out whatever she had on. What did you have on, Miss? What did you have on, Miss Watts? I'm so sorry. That's my neighbors. Miss Watts. I feel Miss Watts he went to where he went at. It's not saying no party. Okay, let's see. She is marveling. I feel she is marveling because she might didn't know. Had money in the bank. She might didn't know. Who was marveling, Lord? She was marveling. This would be her card. It could be the person's card too. Usually be the person. Let's flow a little bit. I'm trying to think a little bit what Miss Watch. What kind of clothes you had on this watch? Because it's saying you're going to wear those clothes. Yeah, I'm going to wear these clothes. So they went to a next location, wherever they went at. So I don't know if she had business clothes on when she went there, or she didn't have business clothes. Some kind of way, something with her outfit that stood out where this person might have thought it was not the right clothes to wear. Get what I'm saying? So let's just flow. So it says right here that when were you going to tell me? Is this that one? When was you going to tell me? She's saying to, I guess, her man, because who else is it? I wouldn't have known this about yourself. She wouldn't have known, I'm sorry, she wouldn't have known this about her person. Because somebody was taking drugs, a bureaucrat, snorting or whatever kind of drugs, and I guess it's her person. I mean, she wasn't going to allow the neglect of herself. Follow me? So we have right here that it was showtime. Life was like a movie for Miss Watts. Okay? She went to the hospital and she said thank you. So we can change the hospital card around to something else, but what can I change it around to? What could I change it around to, Lord? If not the hospital. What else can stand for a hospital? A church? What else can stand for a hospital? But we got a bunch of people, the Wonderland of the Lost Souls. They not even going to the church house. Not these people. So let's flow. Hospital. Where is she at? Life was like a movie and it was showtime. She wasn't going to allow the neglect of herself. Because he was taking drugs. If not the man, some man that was there. If it was not her actual man, some other man or somebody. She went to the hospital. The hospital card is usually the hospital card. They usually don't change it. Okay, it says right here, this got to be Miss Alisha. She wanted to get to the Milky Way. But God didn't want her to go on fast like a sailor. Miss Watts, don't go on fast like a sailor. Okay, it says right here that can we do it now? Out of this man of hers said, can we do it now? As far as something, or she said it, can we do it now with something she wanted to do as far as business or whatever this is? I don't know. This going to cost you, it was going to cost her, whatever it is. It's going to cost her some kind of money, or it's going to cost her, whatever it was going to cost her, what's going to cost the man. I really feel it was going to cost her. Because I feel she, the one had money. I feel that. So it says she had to be able to express her spirituality, God say, to the world and learn all the lessons she needed to learn because it was a transport of drugs or infection. Follow me? Right here. Follow me? So God said right here, in the wintertime, she had to find other ways to make money. Follow me? So we have right here that God wanted her to be the God in herself and take the reins and run with it. Because we have right here that somebody was hooking notes about her so-called friends. Either this man of hers or the cops is going to as far as this man of hers and anybody connected. They would be her so-called friends. Anybody who she was down there with. Hooked to any of them people. Okay, the man, her guy's on the down low. And he also was down low and dirty. Okay, so it says right here that the power to stay silent is no more against somebody who don't look like her, and she was going to talk, do some talking about something, whatever it is. Or just open her mouth, purr it, and I guess, or anything like that. Okay, here's the meeting place. It was a meeting place, so it was something planned out. The meeting place always a planned out thing. So when she went to the place, when she went to, it was a meeting place when she went to, her man's house, right? But this is not her man's house right here. This would be some other place she went to, right? That place that she didn't go before, and it was planned to meet there. Follow me? But she wore certain clothes that stood out. I don't know if she had her work clothes on, or she had relaxing clothes on. I don't know what she had on. Whatever it is, it might didn't go with whatever this business was or whatever business meeting was all about or something. She fought somebody fought her, a man, physically, mentally, verbally, financially, emotionally, however the person fought her. Because somebody wanted to stamp their name on her, or on a job, or on some deal, and have money in the bank, or she did wanted to, right? She's going to be talking about it right here. So it says right here, death was the last result. Tension was born. So the end of, because tension was born, it was going to be the end, right, where they ended and don't even have a deal. Because remember, she didn't want to do it. She was saying she was backing out and didn't want it. Because really, if this over here, if there's some drug stuff, passing drugs around, she didn't want that. If that's what it was, right? Because it's the moving drugs around card too. But if she didn't want that, they not happy about that, because her man might have did the running off of his mouth and might have felt he sealed the deal, but he don't know that good that she don't know parts of that, anything like that. And he feel like tension born because he done ran his mouth probably to his friends or to whoever this is and got himself in deep and thinking she gonna go along with it, but she fooled him, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Where a person think they know you that well and you say, oh no, I'm not giving my money, or I don't want to be a part, and it shocks them. So they mad with you because they want you to give in because their hide is on the line, anything like that. I'm just using examples. Tension was brewing. Death was the last result. The end of the agreement, or whatever, the end of whatever the deal is, or the death of Miss Watts, follow me? Because they was in a political area, a racist area, some kind of area they was in. But it was a witness. There's a witness. We just need the witness to come forward. I always like to say, please come forth. Come forth, because you're a witness. Come forth. You saw what it was to see. Besides this man or whoever did whatever to Miss Watts, there's a witness. You saw it. Please come forth. There's a witness card. Person full of faith. Believable person. Put the person on the stand. The person will tell the truth. Maybe a church person, whoever this person is. You got this man on the down low. Follow me? Or he was just downright and dirty to Miss Watts and got her in a position where she didn't even know she was going to be in once she got there, deserted, at some place he took her to. So that means he downright and dirty if he got her all mixed up in something or whatever, right? Or he just on the down low. Take it however it goes. He is wondering if he can trust her now, because now she know that he on the down low. Can he trust she not going to open her mouth and tell nobody, or she know that he downright and dirty? Because we got the power to stay silent no more card. That means she is going to do some talking to somebody. Or she is just opening her mouth up talking to him. Saying what it's going to be or what it ain't going to be. Anything like that. Because this is all that, when you lose a spouse card, to death you are free. And he lost his woman because she's somewhere. Nobody knows where Miss Watts at right now. She's somewhere. So as long as we can say the loss to death, the end as far as a relationship, so I can take it another way. I can take all the death cards another way, right? Until we know for sure, right? Because this is a death card, but I can say that he lost his woman, I'm going to call her because she's a woman, to the end, their relationship ended. I could take it that way. But he got to heal himself by coming forward. Because right here, it says right here, to see it with full eyes. And she saw it with full eyes. Whatever it was to see that this man wasn't no good for her. And he had some plan that she didn't want a part of. And she saw it with full eyes. Look at the card. Because God wants us to look with both our eyes. See it with full eyes. Right? And here he is. You can't disrespect me. He felt disrespected. Let's flow. But here it is. Ears was for hearing for Miss Watts. Hear everything this man is saying. Right? Because she's playing lottery for a chance to win. Get what it's saying. She is playing lottery for a chance to win. She was going to the meeting. She is going to the meeting with some kind of money deal or business deal, whatever she is going to do. But I think she ain't know what it was. That's the thing about it. I don't think she knew what it was. But then when she found out what it was, she didn't want no parts of it. That's what I feel. That's what I feel like it was. Because if it was something decent, she wouldn't have pulled out, I feel. Get what I'm saying? But since she saw it wasn't decent, the only thing I see right here is this card. See this card? This card could go with, like up there, say somebody snorting and or taking drugs, right? Transporting the drugs could just simply mean you taking a pill, taking some drugs. But it also mainly stands for you can be passing some drugs around. So if this man had anything like that, that is what he wanted a money deal to be like. And that's nothing that she had planned. She don't want no part of that kind of deal. But she see that he is with the card. I wouldn't have known this about you. When was you going to tell me that you gay, that you take drugs, or whatever she found out about this man? Because she found out, whatever she found out about this man, ears was for hearing. And once she heard she needed to hear, it was time for her to get away. She was playing lottery for a chance to win. Follow me? He was going to do what make him feel better and what make him feel good for her also. Follow me? So we have right here, he was unhealthy for her. They like green. And God wanted her to just leave. Leave Miss, this keep coming. So it came that way, then it came this way. God want me to put it out. Okay, we have right here, Miss Watts was beautiful right here, right? If this not, oh no, this got a whole nother name. It's another woman. Because Miss Watts is the card over here, the Milky Way. This another lady. So it's some other lady, whoever she is, okay, that evidently he thought was beautiful. Some other lady, because the different names mean it's different people. That's what be Miss Watts, because she was the entrepreneur lady. And this is just some lady, other lady. That's just for the universe, you know all about it. You know all about it, every detail. So we have right here. Do not let her emotions stop her from going to another place. So either she felt obligated to go to this place with this man, or she needed to just come home. Follow me? Because there's picking people in the order of, this a jobs card, trafficking card, jobs card, army card, college card, any kind of place that do agency card, any place that want to be picking people. Certain kind of people they want to pick though. If you're tall, you're short, you black, you white, what all they want to pick. You old, you young, whatever they looking at. Follow me? So we have right here, working with seniors or the healthcare industry would be her path. Healing path. Anything that's healing. So we have right here that she went somewhere, like I told you, with this man. She cared for this man. She liked this man. She cared about him. She went somewhere with him. It don't have to be a hotel, but it could have been. I don't know where she went. She went somewhere with him. Where she stayed a little while, or she stayed all night, however it flows. So it says right here, the loss of a loved one is hard. Letting go is hard to do. So this is for the family. This is a death card because he wasn't worrying about or hurting over her breaking up with him. I feel she cared about him more than he did. Because I feel like he was all about using. Okay, it says right here, did what Miss Watts do to this man warrant what he did to her? So she decided she didn't want to be in some deal that he came up with or whatever this is. Do it warrant what he did to her? Get what God's saying? You know when people go too far with things. Because somebody stole something from you, did that mean you're supposed to kill them? I'm just trying to use examples when I just said what I just said. Just because somebody stole something from whoever, that don't mean you're supposed to kill a person. Man, you can fight the person, but you don't have to go that far to kill a person. I'm using an example. So whatever Miss Watts did, but I know what Miss Watts did, she pulled out some deal over here that she didn't want no parts of. That's what she did. Do it warrant what he did to her, though? Do it equal what he did? Get what God's telling you. Because he felt disrespected with this card right here. Because he had things planned out. And I guess it's making him look bad, right? Because he probably needed her to save his hide some kind of way. Okay, I've been chasing you. Right? drunk, upset, drug addicted, mentally ill, not all there. He was chasing her. Because I saw the other day, a vision came in my mind that she was, it's like she broke away and she was running. And here the card again. Because he did something by a certain date of the month, this man of hers, whatever his name is. Because his mother wasn't emotionally available, or hers. Okay, thank you, Lord. Because he was marveling at the gate and loving it. But she was marveling at the gate and loving it. I still don't think she knew exactly what everything was going to be, because she wouldn't have pulled out. If she knew and everything and she was fine with everything, she wouldn't have pulled out. Get what I'm saying? She would have stayed in it. So it was something that she didn't want. She didn't want to do, didn't want no parts of. Okay, it says she'll have to be strong for the best outcome. Or is she just holding on for dear life? Next one is she's going to accept any money given to her because she was gorgeous. Last card is the invitation. I mean, the bail spawn. Bail spawn in the jail. She was gorgeous. Accept any money given to you, but she might didn't. I mean, she might. It might be the other way around. Sometimes I gotta turn the cards. I don't know if, because money was pending in my other one. So I don't know if somebody owed her money or she owed money. I don't know which way. So if money was pending, somebody owed her money. She was gorgeous. She holding on for dear life, maybe off of what somebody did to her or waiting to be paid or whatever this is. You don't have to be strong for the best outcome. She had to be strong because she was marveling at the gate and loving it. Or this man of hers, because one of her mother was unemotionally available. Okay, he did something by a certain day of the month. Her guy, something was going on with her guy. Mentally ill, unstable, not all there, drunk, drug addicted. Something was going on with her person. Fussing, fighting, arguing, chasing. Because he was coming after her at one point. Yeah, because it says right here, did it warrant what she did it warrant what he did to her? And then here the chasing card, he coming behind her. His mother wasn't emotionally available. She was holding on for dear life. He going to jail. Bottom line, that's what I wanted to say. I need to see something. Now I won't do anymore because she went somewhere with him for a while or all night. But her path was things like this, healing. Because we got all these pickings, so I don't know if some kind of way, I don't see any picking certain kind of people. And let her emotions stop her. Somebody thought somebody was a lady was pretty, beautiful. This man was unhealthy for her. She needed to just leave this man. She's going to do what make her feel good and feel better, or this man. So I don't know if he had another woman. I don't know if he want to, I don't know. I don't really want to be taking things all kind of ways, but I have to do that and able to make the storyline come out. Because here's another lady, and we got to see what this lady is doing over here. So if he picking all kind of people, right? Let her emotions stop her from going somewhere, and he picking all kind of ladies. He could have wanted some kind of threesome. Can I just be grown up about this thing? I mean, really, here's some woman right here. But he unhealthy, God says. He's going to do what make him feel better. But God says right here, ears was for hearing for her. It don't have to be that, but it's some woman in here. And it's stating that she was beautiful. So what she got to do with anything? And we do have a place that's, if it ain't a hotel or some kind of place. So follow me. So we have right here playing lottery for a chance to win. But ears was for hearing. He felt she disrespected him, but she needed to see something of full eyes, and I feel she did. And she ain't want no parts of whatever he's talking about. Okay? And this is losing a spouse card, ending a relationship, or the person dying. Because he is on the down low. But will he trust her now? He a witness, though. We got a witness here. Whoever it is, man or woman, that's a witness to this thing. Political area, racist area, wherever this is. Tension was born and death was the last resort. Resort. I'm sorry. Let me see. What is it saying? Result. I'm sorry. Physical death or the end of the relationship because she is talking and he was talking. Because he wanted to have money in the bank. Stamp his name on it. So he might wanted to make money off of her some kind of way. Who knows what he had set up, this man. What he might have had set up. You never know what he had set up. People got all kind of stuff going on. Every time this card usually comes out in any of my storylines, it's people that's up to no good trying to do something to you. From trafficking or whatever they want to do. Videos, they want to do something. There's always something. It's always dangled with this card. Always got something going on, these people. Always got something going on. So we have right here, he fought her. If not him, somebody fought her in words, physical, or however they fought her. Words, physical, financial, verbal, emotionally. Because it was a meeting place, right? And the meeting place was this place I just showed you right here. Wherever this was. It don't have to be a hotel, but whatever place they went to. Not far from wherever that car was. It was some place they was at. So we have right here the meeting place. You wearing these clothes, so something about what she had on made a difference. So I don't know if she had on work clothes. I don't know if she had on club clothes. I don't know what she had on, but whatever she had on seemed like it wasn't matching where she was going at or what was getting ready to happen. Follow me? Because it's being talked about. Okay, so it says right here that she's going to do some kind of talking. Somebody was hooking notes about her so-called friends. Maybe him searching, nosing, or the cops going to find out about him and all the people that was around Miss Watts. She had to be the guard in her and take the reins and run with it and be the guard in her. Making money in the winter time, she had to find other ways to make money, God says, right? So we have right here that she had to learn all the lessons necessary and be able to express her spirituality to the world. So we have right here transporting of infection from him to her, her to him, COVID, or romantic. If not that, some kind of drug, taking a drug or moving a drug. Because it says right here, can we do it now? With this right here, or going somewhere, whatever it is being talked about. Can we do it right now? Follow me? It's going to cost you. So it's going to cost her to be hooked up with this man who's no good. It was going to cost her. But it was going to cost him if he had some deal going on with somebody out there that she knew nothing about. Follow me? So it says right here, she had to have a wise mind and don't go and fast like a sailor with this man because we have her right here. She was, this would be her. You got to put her name here, Miss Alisha. She wanted to get to the Milky Way. So we're going to go from the top card and take it where, when was you going to tell me? Right? I wouldn't have known this about you. That he was gay, he take drugs. What else to say about him? His temper wasn't the best. She wasn't going to allow the neglect of herself. And that's when life was like a movie. Get what the car said. These go in a row. Life was like a movie. And then here's the hospital. Hospital come after life was like a movie. Some kind of fighting. Some kind of something. This always an action card. This a bad card though. Then the hospital came next. She wasn't going to allow the neglect of herself. You're not going to hurt me or whatever. He's on drugs. Some kind of way, this man. And here it is right here. The first card. I wouldn't have known this about you. When was you going to tell me? You a drug addict? You on drugs? You sell drugs? Or you on the down low? Or what on different things I see in here as far as this the first set. God ain't want her to go on fast like a sale. It's going to cost you. This could even be God talking. This usually be God too. God says it's going to cost you, Miss Watts. Don't go in fast like a sailor with this man because she wanted to get to the Milky Way. Don't go in fast, Miss Watts, with this man of yours. It's going to cost you, or it could cost you. Because here he is. Can we do it now? Can we go to whatever this place he wanted her to go to? So we can just take it that he took some kind of drugs, follow me? Or he had some kind of infection. We can take it however, we can take it a whole nother way, right? She needed to learn all the lessons she needed to and be in expressive spirituality and make some money different in the wintertime, right? So yeah, take the reins and run with it and be the God in her. So yeah. So I'm gonna leave it like that, but I keep getting cards that's showing she not here. But like I said, we can wait and see. But this ended it, and this is what I needed to see. I think it came in the other one though. Because we need to get this man behind bars for him to talk. I'm ready to hear this man talk. Time for him to talk. Because where is Miss Alisha right now? Nobody cares nothing about you, yay, mister. So that can't be just it. If he owing money to somebody or something and he was depending on her money and she ain't giving it, then he want to put his hands on her and everything because she don't want to give her money because he got himself in a hole. That's his problem. So I don't. Yeah. He done got himself in hot water with people and then he mad and he want to take something out on her because she don't want to give her money or she don't want to go through for some deal that she might didn't even know all what then the deal entailed. God was saying what God was saying to her. God ain't want her to be a fool. God said she an educated person. This man was a jackal. Family gonna get to the truth of this story. Otherwise, they gonna get to the truth of this story. This man is gonna talk. Maybe he wanted, maybe that place he went to, it could have been a hotel. Could have been a hotel. It ain't have to be a hotel, but it could have been, right? And he could have wanted her to be where she is like a prostitute, wanted to give her some money, wanted to make something happen, or somebody else that came there. We don't know. We don't know unless you can get this man to tell the truth. Follow me? To say whatever. Because this day and age, they do all kind of stuff to make money. They do all kind of stuff. Do videos and all kind of nonsense be happening. You think you alright with somebody and next thing you know, they sitting there and like they doing all kind of tricks on you and everything. You know, can't get too comfortable with everybody. Not nobody new anyway. There's enough of people you already know, but people new, you definitely can't be getting too comfortable. Yeah, so it seemed like she pulled out of a deal. But maybe she didn't know everything about it, and that's the thing about it. And that's what she said, nah, I ain't doing that. I don't want no parts of that, anything like that. Anything like that. And she didn't want, so it was a disrespect for him. It messed him up, I feel, in whatever. Because he is planning on having money in the bank. Get what the card said, money in the bank, stamping his name on having some money in the bank. And she threw that off by not doing whatever he wanted her to do. Get what I'm saying? But she thought she was going to have money in the bank herself off or whatever. But she just didn't know, I feel, all the details of whatever this was. Because she wouldn't agree to go there and then all of a sudden not go because he was saying something about what clothes she had on. But if she ain't know nothing about his plan, the plans he had, she wouldn't have had all kind of revealing clothes on because she ain't know nothing about whatever his plan might have been. So she might have had business clothes on going. Get what I'm saying? So he's saying, you wearing those clothes? Well, yeah, for all she knows, it's a business meeting. But maybe he had other plans. Get what I'm saying? Whole nother thing set out, you know. So we just gotta wait until the law drag this man in, nail him to the chair, put some cuffs on him. That's how you get him to the chair and talk as long as you can talk to this man. He's gonna bite. He's gonna give in and talk. Only way he won't talk if he was transporting some kind of drug some kind of way. Now, he ain't gonna talk if he did anything like that. He ain't gonna say that because he ain't trying to get in trouble. So if there's anything like that he wanted her to be a part of, he ain't gonna want to say that. But some kind of way the law gotta make this man talk because Miss Watts' family want to know where she is and wants her home. And if he was any kind of man to her and loved her any, he would say where she is. He just showing that he don't care about her, and he never did, by not saying where she is, because we know he know where she is. I don't even know the man, and I know he know where she is. I'm on the outside looking in. I know he know where she is, because he know. I put $1 million and lose $1 million. If I had it, I put $1 million on it. That man know where she is. I would lose all that money. That's how sure I know that that man knows where she is. I really feel he did something to her. Myself personally, that's what I feel like. So let's just wait, and hopefully the Lord get this man in jail where he belongs and make him talk, so he can say where Miss Alisha at before it's too late, so her family can get her and bring her home. Do that. If you didn't do anything else decent in your life as far as her, do that. Bring her home to her family, because you know, mister, you are the key. This is the bracelet one. This is the last storyline I'm going to do for Miss Alisha. It came up again for me to do one for Miss Alisha, and I really wish it was different, but it feels like it feels to me. But the cards are saying what the cards saying, and I believe everything the cards tell me. But you don't have to believe nothing the cards are saying, right? You don't have to take nothing as fact the cards saying, or even what come out of my mouth. I just believe anything the cards saying, because I get all my cards from God, and if God tell me something, I do it. That's how I operate. And so far, it looks like Miss Watts is not here, and this man is responsible. And if he's not responsible, he knows who it is. But I feel like it's him, because he don't like the idea that she didn't go along with what he had planned out. He expected to have money in the bank, and it just didn't go his way. So he really showed that that's all he wanted was to use her. He really didn't truly love her. She might have been the one doing the loving. It's the bracelet one.